We are here at SEMA Central. I'm Kevin Ostie, coming to you from the 2017 SEMA show in Las Vegas. And one of the fun things about the SEMA show is if you come to the show year after year and you work in this industry, it kind of becomes a reunion. I'm here with my buddy Steve Dulcich.
Oh man, long time, my friend.
It has been a long time. And you have been able to stay very, very involved with some neat things going on with the 10 companies, some print stuffs, now full speed video. Tell me what's going on, man.
I don't know, the performance media has always been my deal. It was print for years, but this transition to video just kind of swept me off my feet, and now it seems like the only thing I do anymore is video, but I try to keep involved in print. I turned in an article for Super Chevy on a big block Chevy dyno test, and that kind of dovetails with what we do in our video programming, so.
Yep. Tell me a little bit about the Engine Masters program, because it started off as a competition.
Yeah, Scott Parkhurst, who was at Popular Hot Rodding at the time, kicked that thing off with publisher Michael Simpson. And it had a run, I think it's up to about 15 years. And basically that's a dyno competition where builders from all over the country get together under a very, very strict set of rules and restrictions and go head to head on the dyno in a competition. So that's the Engine Masters Challenge, which is an event. There was also an Engine Masters magazine, which unfortunately they cut that publication at the beginning of this year. But at the same time, we started Engine Masters, the show, and I co-host that with David Freiberger and Steve Brule at West Tech, and that really took off. So we're really happy with that program.
That's cool, yeah, it's always fun to work with Dave, and Steve Brule, tremendous talent, what he does too.
Well, the thing is, we've been doing exactly the same stuff that you see on Engine Masters for years. So when we walk into the dyno cell, it's not like we're with strangers. I mean, we're really, really good buddies in real life. So it's totally natural and easy to work with those guys. And we're just doing everyday stuff. The only difference is we've got a crew in there and we get to watch a video at the end of it, so.
Yeah, that is really cool. And yeah, we spent many, many days down there shooting other stuff back in the day. And it's kind of fun, you're right. You almost were able to just take the daily antics and just put the Engine Masters title on it, and here you go.
Well, that's the interesting thing, because I've been an engine guy for a long time, editor of Engine Masters magazine for 10 years. Freiberger, don't let the Roadkill stuff fool you. He is a master mechanic and an excellent engine guy. And Brule, what can I say? I don't think anyone's pulled the handle on the dyno or tuned more engines than that guy has. So. Yeah. There's really not too much that's going to trip us up when we get in there to do an Engine Masters shows. And it's been a pretty successful formula, I think, and a fun one for all three of us.
Yeah, good, good. And then also, you're involved with some of the Roadkill garage stuff, right?
Well, it's interesting. The guys came over, Freiberger and Finnegan, to shoot a regular Roadkill at my place. Freiberger approached me and said, hey, I want to do a show at your shop. And I was like, are you kidding me, Freiberger? You're the guy who says I suck on video and I seize up in front of the camera. Why do you want me to do this? And he had actually said that before, and he's probably right. But he came to me and he said, oh, no, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. So we shot that episode 40, which was the Crop Duster Rescue. It was our 1970 Plymouth Duster. We put a 440 big block out of another Roadkill car, the General Mayhem, which had a motor out of a motorhome. So it turned out that show was quite a hit, and people liked it, and they said, hey, you got to bring this guy back. So when Motor Trend On Demand was launched, the idea was to populate that service with original programming, and that's where Roadkill Garage was born. So it's been on, actually it was a really good story, Kevin, I'll tell you. Because when it started, it was all brand new. There wasn't a lot of oversight. We were left to our own devices to do what we wanted to do, and there was zero pressure. So right now, it's probably a little bit more of a competitive environment on that venue, but at that time, we were just a bunch of guys having fun in the garage. So yeah, that's Roadkill Garage, and you'll see that exclusively on Motor Trend On Demand.
So tell me a little bit of the difference between Roadkill and Roadkill Garage. I mean, Roadkill kind of gets out in the world, I'm guessing.
That's what they get to do. They have all the fun because they're out road tripping and having an adventure. Who knows where they go? Sometimes they'll even throw a dart to figure out where their destination's going to be, or even the car they're driving. Roadkill Garage, basically, we're picking up the pieces and doing the wrenching on the cars. For instance, not more than a week ago, Freiberger has a 69 Mach 1 Mustang he calls the Disgustang. They were going to kick off an episode picking the car up from my place. It seems like all these cars just end up parked in my backyard. But after doing some donuts, he barbecued the engine. It was seized, so we ended up spending 2 days putting a 410 small block Windsor stroker motor in the car, and that was incorporated into the chute, so that'll be part of that episode of Roadkill.
So you guys are like the meat wagon and medical center for the Roadkill projects.
Basically, we have a lot of our own cars. We did a 4-door Chevelle, which you can call it a land speed car, but basically it's an open road car, and it has no horsepower at all. We blocked off California at 395 and ran some speed runs there, all legal with highway patrol and everything like that. And we have some truck projects. We have our own cars, and we sometimes cross over to some of the Roadkill vehicles, but ours is more down-to-earth wrenching, and then take it out, do burnouts, and do crazy stunts like that.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So tell us where we can see all the shows.
Motor Trend On Demand. That's service, and they're really looking to expand that out.
They're doing a good job because we
so.
are hearing more and more expansion in different programs. So, Steve, it's great to see you're having fun and doing cool stuff still.
Man, I'm loving it.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
And what's not to love here at the SEMA show in 2017 in Las Vegas?